All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation. Hopefully, they got their pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect of believers and listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. All right, and just want to get into a little war talk, things that are going on, over there in that region. All right, what's happening? As we reported, heavily on it when it first started unfolding, all the moving pieces, all the nations, was getting involved in the fallout between the Israelis, okay, and Hamas. And as we continue to watch these things, it's done quieted down just a little bit in the news, but that doesn't mean that things are happening. And what we have to understand in the mainstream media, okay, they never report, they rarely report on American casualties or Israeli casualties in this war, in this conflict, all right, unless they're trying to spin it, for propaganda, okay, to manipulate the emotions of the masses. But a lot of times what we're not hearing is, the actual back and forth, that's going on, okay? And Elder Apostle Tahar, he just recently did a video, which is something that we spoke about, about a week and a half ago maybe, about Al Jazeera, pretty much was on the brink of declaring war, all right, on Israel, and according to this video, they've declared a war, okay, which they're Islamic, all right, nation, okay. So we seeing these Islamic nations, all right, pretty much banding together, putting aside their little differences, okay, for the sake of their fellow Muslim, which are the Palestinians, and the Lord got it orchestrated to where eventually this thing is going to spiral out of control. All right, and what you have now, you have America just did airstrikes, yesterday in Iraq. Okay, they did airstrikes in Iraq against those resistant forces, those Iranian-backed resistant forces that's operating out of Iraq. See, Iraq pretty much has that, not Iraq, Iran. They pretty much have their region of the earth surrounded with, they pretty much, them Israelis, they're surrounded by all these Iranian-backed resistant groups in their area. Okay, so you got the Houthi rebels, which they got missiles, all right, that are capable of reaching over 1,000 miles. Okay, you got Hezbollah operating to the north, all right, and you got Iranian resistant groups in Syria, all right, which is to the east, and also in Iraq. Okay, so what we're seeing is Iran has pretty much mobilized all these different proxy and resistance groups, and they're firing upon these military bases in Syria and Iraq. Okay, and America is having to directly respond. You see, war, all right, is a game of strategy, and right now Iran has the ups because it's using proxies and America is using its actual military. So America is using its actual military with their actual resources, and Iran is just using their proxy militaries. Okay, it's a game of chess. So America is losing men. Men are getting injured from their actual military, while Iran is just utilizing proxies. Okay, this is a thing of chess. And America is really, trying to provoke Iran to a war, but Iran is playing the long game. You know, they're pretty much not taking the bait because you have a U.S. Navy vessel, okay, strike vessel. Believe it's called Eisenhower, and it's over there close to Iran, within striking distance of Iran, like which meaning Iran can strike it. It wouldn't take long. I was listening. They were saying it probably would take like 6 minutes, for those missiles to reach that vessel. Okay, but um, Iran not taking the bait. Okay, because Iran is pretty much they're engaged with America, but just not directly. You know, so this is where we at. We're seeing America and Iran getting closer and closer, getting into a head-on altercation. Okay, but in the meantime, Iran is pretty much utilizing its proxies, okay, against American forces over there in their region. Okay, Hezbollah ain't even got fully cranked up yet. All right, but you do have Hezbollah. They're taking out communication towers, all right, in northern Israel. And they're showing the accuracy of their missiles because they're hitting those targets directly. They're not just blowing up a big area, to try to hit something, that's in that area. Nah, they're hitting them directly, man, because they have their PGM technology, which is their precision guided munitions, okay, that they got from Iran. Okay, so this is where we at. Like it's back and forth going. Like I say, it's still early rounds, all right, of a heavyweight fight. And you pretty much got, all right, those proxies filling America out, filling the IDF. See America to just settle in. They're keeping America. They're not just gonna let America come post up and bring in all this military hardware. Like, nah, y'all finna be on high alert. Y'all ain't gonna be over here just chilling, setting up hardware and getting these things set up. Nah, y'all finna have to worry about, these attacks. Pretty much these hit and go attacks, man. Okay? So this is how, the beginning of wars are, okay, with these skirmishes, man. So the thing now is whether or not the Israelis are going to do their ground invasion. It's still delayed, okay, because there's those nations in that region saying that if they was to do a ground invasion, pretty much all bets are off, man. And they don't intervene, okay, on another level. All right, you have Iran, pretty much telling America, look, that they're not gonna be spared. That America not gonna be spared. And remember, Iran, okay, has ties with Venezuela. They've sent ships to Venezuela. Iran has sent, vessels to Venezuela, man. And you can best believe, all right, they had more than oil. Okay, so this thing can get interesting, man. They was also saying that if America can't draw Iran into a war by what they're doing in Gaza, they can do, all right, some false flags. Okay, they could do some false flags in the U.S. on U.S. soil and just blame it on Iran, and they will give them the go ahead to directly attack Iran. And the guy I was listening to, I think Stephen Quills, he said he had an insider that pretty much, gave him a list of 27 cities of potential so-called attacks, by, Hamas. Okay? So, we just watch these things and we'll see. All right? But just because you don't see it daily on the news, okay? Or you don't hear a lot of reports about it, things are happening, man. Okay? They're engaged over there. Those nations are engaged. All right? Iran is active. Okay? It's just mainly moving through proxies. Okay, and they got America, like I say, them Israelis on high alert. Okay, so we'll keep watching these things, man. Just want to give a quick report on some things. I've been listening. Al Jazeera, like I say, they declaring war on them Israelis. Okay, Al Jazeera has like the second, strongest military, in Africa, I think behind Egypt. So we'll see, man. These things unfold, we'll continue to watch and see, but we know that the third woe coming quickly. All right, we know the CHIP has to be implemented before this war goes nuclear. Okay, but we can see, more skirmishes, more conflict. Like I said, we can see a hindrance in supply in the supply chain. Inflation on gas prices, which is inflation on everything. So we'll see. We're gonna keep watching. We'll see. So Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you sisters edified once again. Give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. Peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully, and shalom. The Lord will, I'll get to go live in a minute on the GMS Kingdom Mining page. Got some, just want to expound some more on the sons of God. So just giving y'all the heads up since we're here. So Lord will, if y'all can tune in, probably give me another 45 minutes. Lord will, 30 minutes maybe. Shalom.